If you're quiet, the master won't see you or hear you. We can sneak in and watch him work.
Welcome Reaper Mini fans. Today I have got all my legendary encounter minis out by Asylum Miniatures. Now these are no longer on the website, maybe they're sold somewhere else, but I think these have gone OOP. So I just thought I'd show you my little collection of boxed miniatures from Reaper Miniatures. These are all the Reaper Miniatures, they're pre-painted miniatures, so you buy them pre-painted. But I would not buy these myself. I would always buy the unpainted, but it's nice to have a collection of miniatures that are pre-painted in the box for you collectors out there. Now I don't believe that these miniatures are painted to a very good tabletop standard. One or two are okay, but most of them are quite poorly painted. Give you an example here with your orc archers. It's just a mess on the paintwork. It's not fantastic, but I suppose you pay for what you pay for what you get. There's very basic paints on these miniatures, as you can see. I've got a couple out of the box. There's a little skelly. See if I can get this in focus for you. I mean, it's not too bad, but I would expect a little bit better quality for a tabletop standard gaming piece, which you're paying a small premium on top of. But now, like I say, these are mostly OOP now. I have not seen them on the website, so I'm assuming that they've all been taken down. This one here, the vampire, you can see, if I can just zoom in a little bit more, let's get this focus going for you guys. There you go, that's better. I mean, if you look at the detail on that is just your basic prime colours. Nothing special. I mean, the miniature is a nice miniature, but for the paintwork, very basic. I've got a couple of dinosaurs as well. The dinosaurs are actually quite nice. Get some dinosaurs. I mean, that's nice. I like that one. That's very nice. And I've also got a Fawnback. Bit of a bubble crush there, but I mean, being a collector myself, I've got no problems collecting these miniatures and putting them in my display cases and stuff like that, because I'm a collector and I collect Reaper miniatures and I love all the old stuff as well. Here is another one that I think is probably the best one I've seen painted, and that's the werewolf. I mean, that's not too bad at all. They've got zombies. Now they did loads of different miniatures. They did the worms and all the dungeon dwellers, many different types of miniatures for this set. Okay, let's take a closer look at the skeletons, because I wanted to show you the skeletons close up because they've actually got some nice details on the shields. Look at that. The shields are very nice. You've got the bat on the shield there. I mean, you can see the skeleton itself is just white with a black ink wash, and that's it, job done. Very basic, but I like what they've done with the shields. Now they look like they're actually hand painted on those shields, which it might be printed on. I am not sure. Let me have a closer look at another one. I'm assuming that is hand painted on. It's definitely not a transfer. No, but I mean, that's nice. I mean, it might be a print onto the shield. I'm not sure. But if that is hand painted, someone's got a very steady hand. I wouldn't have thought it is hand painted though, not for commercial business and everybody's painting the same shield. Okay, here's another Skelly here. Again, we've got some nice work on the shield, but it's still a very, very basic job on the actual skeleton itself. Let me show you some more of these orcs. Now I've got the focus in. I mean, the orcs are quite a mess of paint, to be honest. But as a collector, you've got to collect the lot. I mean, everybody knows that I do my painting to a tabletop standard, and my tabletop standard is much higher than what I'm showing you here. And this is what I don't really understand, why these miniatures are not painted a bit better than what they are. But it's probably down to the price at that time. And these were, should I say, affordable miniatures for the person who didn't have time to paint and wanted miniatures for their Dungeons and Dragons or Pathfinder games. So they are a very exciting range of miniatures that appeal to the people who don't want to paint their miniatures. The same as the Pathfinder miniatures you can buy pre-painted, the Dungeons and Dragons pre-painted. Now, there's many companies doing different versions of painted miniatures. Now even Hero Forge is releasing pre-painted miniatures which you can make the different types of colours and have them printed out the way you want. Now I don't know if Reaper in the future are going to carry on doing pre-painted miniatures. If they stay at this level of quality, then I wouldn't find them very popular, and it's probably the reason why they're not doing them anymore anyway. But I thought I'd just show you these today because I do love seeing old miniatures, but it is very exciting to see all these miniatures already in the boxes, and these will stay in the boxes and I'll put them somewhere and I keep them safe, and they'll be my little collector's hoard for the future. It's beautiful to see all these things. I just thought I'd show you these today because it's a nice thing to see. So there we are. This is just a short video today showing you these miniatures, because I know quite a few of you would have never even known about these miniatures or known that they exist. So it's very exciting to see things to do with Reaper miniatures. So there we are. If you enjoy what I'm doing, then please hit that sub button. If you want to support the channel, then please become my patron. All patrons are added to the end credits of all my videos. So until next time.
Goodbye, my fellow ones. Sleep well. Dream of evil paintbrushes.